Mashed Potato Mastery, the fix for gummy potatoes. Welcome back to the kitchen and welcome to Mashed Potato Mastery, where we tackle the high-stakes recipes and solve your most common cooking dilemmas. Today, we're talking about a Thanksgiving staple that strikes fear into the heart of many a home cook: mashed potatoes. They seem simple, but we've all been there. A pot of fluffy potential turning into a sticky wallpaper paste disaster. That gummy, gluey texture is the enemy. And today, we're not just making mashed potatoes. We're crafting light, airy, unbelievably creamy ones. The secret? It's all about starch management. Let's dive in. The master steps and expert advice. We start with the potatoes. Russets are your best friend here. They are high in starch, which means they break down easily and absorb butter and milk beautifully. Waxy potatoes, like Yukon Gold or red potatoes, resist mashing and are your first ticket to Gum City. Peel them, then cut them into uniformly sized pieces, about 1.5 inches. This is crucial for even cooking. Place your cut potatoes in a pot and cover them with cold water. Never hot. If you start with hot water, the outside of the potato cooks and breaks down before the inside is tender, leading to uneven texture. Add a generous amount of salt now. You want the potatoes to absorb seasoning as they cook. Bring it to a boil, then reduce to a simmer until they are fork tender. Once tender, drain them completely in a colander. Here's an important piece of advice. Put them back in the empty pot and place that pot back on the stove over low heat for 2 to 3 minutes. Shake the pot. We are driving off all that surface moisture. Less moisture means your potatoes can absorb more fat and flavor later. Observations, problems, and the gummy fix. While the potatoes are drying, gently heat your dairy. Use whole milk, cream, and a generous amount of butter. They must be hot. Adding cold liquids drops the temperature of the starch and makes it harder to incorporate, often leading to lumps and requiring more mixing. This is the #1 cause of gluey, gummy mashed potatoes: over-mixing. When you break down potato starches and combine them with liquid, they become very sticky. Every extra second of mixing activates more starch. Do not use a stand mixer, a hand mixer, or a food processor. These tools are too aggressive. Your absolute best tool is a potato ricer. It pushes the starch molecules through small holes without aggressively beating them. If you don't have a ricer, use a simple handheld masher, the kind with the wavy wires, and mash only until the lumps disappear. Stop the second it looks ready. The final finish and seasoning. Once mashed, ideally with a ricer, add your hot milk and butter mixture a little bit at a time. Use a wooden spoon or spatula and gently fold rather than stir or whip. Taste them. You will likely need more salt and pepper than you think. If, despite all your efforts, they still feel a little heavy, here is one last piece of pro advice. Fold in a tablespoon of cream cheese. The fat and stabilizers in the cream cheese can sometimes rescue a slightly sticky batch, smoothing out the texture. So remember, high starch potatoes, cold water start, dry them out on the stove, and use a gentle hand or a ricer. Follow those steps and your mashed potatoes will be the fluffiest, creamiest stars of your dinner table. If this guide helped you avoid the gumminess this year, please let us know. Hit that like button, subscribe for more problem-solving recipes, and join us next week when we tackle the lumpy gravy rescue.